Okay, so anyway, we're testing all sorts of radios, doing all sorts of stuff, and I noticed that the 710 actually sounds very good. So here's the 710 into the dummy load. KG7HPR testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. There's probably a little bit of latency just because it's an SDR radio, but anyway, we're listening to it on the 450D, so sounds good. So I'm actually enjoying that. Let me see here what we have set. So the processor is on 5. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Okay, so that's with the you can hear that's the processor off, and it actually doesn't sound that bad, really. I don't know where's my peak reading watt meter. Okay, so let's engage that. Hold on. Hello, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. What in the hell is that thing set at? It is set at high. Hello, 1 2 3 4. According to this, it's putting out 100 watts. I don't know. I mean, you can't trust MFJ. But anyway, what I really look at is I look at this one, and this one's RMS, and it's barely tickling it, not even close to half. But anyway, yeah, you could fiddle around with it probably in both settings. Okay, so that's, it's hard to say. I mean, processor on at 5 or off, it's, you can take your pick. Okay, processor on at like 2. I don't know. It's I really gotta sit here and listen to like something like a web SDR or something to figure out like, is that good or not. But what I did notice though is without the processor of this radio, you don't get as much power. So anyway, so we turn this back on. We know this sounds really good, so we turn it back on and give it a go with this. Okay, we're on 60. We need to turn that down because that will echo. Okay, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Actually, the 710 sounds way hotter than this does. This actually sounds like the 710 almost with the processor off. Let's put it at 12. Okay, so yeah, I mean, actually they're fairly comparable, which is good because that's what I want. I want them to sound the same. So I'm surprised. This actually sounds better than I thought it did. So we've got the 3000 over here, and we're going to test that. So let me do that. All right, so I'm using the really well. No, this isn't the bad mic. This is the microphone from the 920. Hello, 1 2 3 4 Kilo Golf 7 Hotel Victor Romeo testing. And I'm on position 1. This is going to be on position 2. I've turned the mic gain down quite a bit on this radio. I think it's at 30. It was at 50. And I don't know if I just have this up a little too loud, but I guess it sounds okay. So we would probably end up using the MD100 on this particular radio. But just as it is right now, there's no way to use the microphone off of the 710 on this radio because you can't swap the cords on the new microphones anymore like you can on the old ones. So the old ones, if you had a cord like the 891, it would have this connection on both ends. And then, like, for instance, these MD100s, you would remove the cord here and you could switch it over to here, and then this particular cord could be used on either style of radio. So anyway, they killed that off with the new microphone on the 710, and I think that microphone's probably better than some of these other ones. But let's go ahead and try this one. And as usual, we'll turn the radio off before we switch to microphone because I do not want that dreaded fast beep problem. Okay, we've switched it. So this is like they say at Yaesu, you need to turn the radio off when you swap microphones because you could cause it to surge and damage the regulator that provides 5 volts into the microphone. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the microphone that came with my 891. I don't know what year it would be, and it is on position 1. And let's go ahead and try position 2. I hear maybe a little bit of difference. Like it seems like it rolled off a little bit of the highs. It seems like it's okay, but I'd have to get it on the air report because the radio next to me is trying to zero beat and make noise. And of course there is the monitor on the radio as well. We can check that. It sounds good on the monitor, but that's not necessarily what you're going to get over the air. So I've turned down the other one. I mean, I would say it's fairly accurate. I think the more you turn the radio up, the louder it goes. Or maybe not at all. So there's a level for my monitor on here. I don't know where that would be. So I would say that's probably pretty accurate, but like, I mean, you know, you really do need to listen to it on another radio, on the air reports, or, you know, something else. This particular radio, the reason I'm not listening on it is it actually doesn't pick up too much without an antenna. Let me turn the monitor off. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually not picking up anything. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are almost 100 watts. Let me turn this off. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way that ICOM has their radio, it's extremely shielded. And other radios, I don't know why they pick up. But I've noticed that about this particular radio. It's like, you have this radio sitting right next to it. Now, if I'm not going into the dummy load, it will probably pick it up a little bit better. Oh, you hear that? I accidentally keyed up. Okay, let me go coax 1, 2, 1 direct. And just, you see how it's not much of a signal. Okay. KG7HR test 1, 2, 3, 4. So going into the dummy load, it doesn't want to pick it up. It's a completely different ball game. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the mic on the other position. Okay, so let me get on the MD100 real quickly. I think it is important to, you know, make different types of tests different ways, with the dummy load, without the dummy load, because it will sound different. I mean, like, you can't even hear this one without it going over the air. But that one picks it up on the dummy load. I don't know why. KG7H3R test 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that is completely different. Okay, so now let me turn this one back up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a really, really, really good microphone for all the Yaesus. It really is. And like, the hand mic is just so terrible compared to it, really. I mean, I guess it's not horrible. I want to go back up to the dummy load, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one actually sounds exactly the same, dummy load or not. Okay. Let me see what I sound like on the monitor. This is the monitor on the radio. And I guess, you know, I mean, if you didn't have any kind of idea, you know, it would help. So, let me get my me shift back over here. I haven't really fiddled with this radio too much. I think I might have went in and changed a couple of things, but other than that, like, not much. It sounds okay. I think it sounds better than the 1200 for some reason, but maybe that's just me. And then this radio here, I haven't really tested what it sounds like. In order to do that, I will have to move it over here or get a coax jumper with a barrel connector, because my coax will not reach to there. Let me go ahead and do that just for the purpose of the video, since we haven't actually tested that one. And I'm going to have to get a cord for it, which means somewhere I have actually the brand new microphone. Oh, it's over here. The brand new microphone. Look at this. So, speaker, VFO. This is the wrong VFO. See how it's silver? Anyway, it's for, it's a very early VFO for an FV101 that matches my 101 with no ladder. So it's actually not the correct VFO. As far as that goes, yes, it'll work. So, in this box here is a brand new microphone. So, as far as I know, John never used this microphone. John is the one I got the 450 from. Really nice guy. I don't even think he ever talked on this radio. I think all he did was CW and FT8. So, and he probably had an MD100 or something, you know what I mean? I'm assuming he probably did. But we're going to go ahead and use this. Since I don't have another one with this cord on it, I hate using it because it's like literally like brand new. Alright, we got it hooked up. Let's see what it's going to sound like. Gotta make sure I'm tuned. Tuner. This radio wants to move, it's so light, you know. Okay. And I've not talked on this radio much, so I don't know what it sounds like. It might have a monitor too. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, that sounds plain as all get. This is kind of what the other one was sounding like, wasn't it? It sounds very, very hollow, boxy, very, I don't know, narrow, maybe? I don't know what this transmit's at. Probably 2.4. You probably can't go any wider. Maybe you can. I don't know. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know, I'm looking on the hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take it off for the dummy load and tune it again. Sounds strange. I'm going to make sure that this doesn't have like noise blanker, you know, or I think the noise blanker was on. Also, it's going to sound different because I'm going through the other thing. KG7H3R testing 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't sound good at all, does it? So, let's go here and KG7H3R test 1, 2, 3, 4. Hardly any signal getting into that. Okay. What can we do here? Oh yeah, this has a very limited EQ that doesn't have a mic gain. Yeah, so I'm trying to remember. Okay. We can try it, you know. Mic EQ. I don't think there's a mic gain anywhere. Lock mod? I don't know what the hell that is. Let me just go through here really quick just to see if there's something else. Oh, it is. It's right there. Okay, mic gain. Low? No, that's what it is. The mic gain is either low, normal, or high. Okay. And you can't TX while you're in the menu. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 test 1 2 3 4. I would put it on number 2 and see. Well, that does definitely change a lot on this microphone. It's kind of got like a robot digital sound. Alright. So we have mic gain there, mic EQ. We have 0. Okay, 0. And then 1, whatever the hell that is. And then 2. And then 3. And then 4. And then 5. And then 6. And then 7. And then 8. What in the hell? And then 9. So it looks like it's just better to leave that whole thing off. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to go back into the dummy load because it sounds so bad I don't want anybody to possibly hear me. Okay. Okay, so we shouldn't need the tuner. Alright, how does that sound? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I wonder if there's a monitor on this one. I don't see it. I mean, it's obviously not a button on the front. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, like, that might be okay. Right there is like, to me, I think it sounds okay. It's not ringing. Okay, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and that might be the best you're gonna get out of this radio. Okay, so let's go to our meter. We have power. And let's see where ALC is. So ALC is almost filling up all the way. It's really close. So I would say that that's actually pretty good. So, hello, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I mean, it's communications quality. I mean, you know, it's just, it's not going to be amazing. But I didn't buy this radio to do that. But what I wanted to do, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. We'll remove this microphone, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. On the MD100, okay? You just take this cord off of here. You got that. Now you take this and you put it here. And now you're good to go. Okay? Make sure the radio's turned off. This radio does that too. See that? It's not broken. You just have to long press it. I don't know why. Okay. Alright, this is going to sound different. 1 2 3 4. It, on here, I think it gives it a ton of gain, but I don't think it sounds any better on this radio. So with this radio, we might benefit from using the filter on the bottom. So let's go high emphasis, low cut off. Alright, this is high emphasis with the low cut off. Alright. And then this would just be amplified, I guess, or something. And then this is what they call through. So we'll go back to amplified. We have nothing else selected. And we're going to go to low cut number 2. And then we got low cut number 1. And then if we want, we can turn on high emphasis. So let's turn off all the low cut. Okay, so we've turned off all the low cut and we have high emphasis. Okay, high emphasis and a low cut number 1. Okay, high emphasis and low cut number 2. So you could play around with this a little bit. I honestly think that the settings in the radio don't seem like they're going to do anything special, but we'll try it. Okay, so mic EQ. Well, before we go to the EQ, I wish this thing would stop moving. Okay, mic gain. All right, I need to get out of the menu. All right, this is the mic gain up high, and I don't know, maybe that's good or bad. I would probably want to try that with a different microphone, but honestly, I think I probably would leave it on high, considering this is going to be used portable and mobile, so I need as much power as I possibly can get out of my signal. More like DX, you know. So, but let's go ahead and enable the rest of the stuff on the microphone. Okay, so high emphasis and no low cut. Okay, no high emphasis, but low cut 1. And then we got low cut 2. High emphasis and a low cut 1. High emphasis and low cut 2. And then we just put it back to through. So that's through. I think that we're doing okay on that. I don't know. Let me see here. We are putting out maybe a little bit less power. I don't know. So we're gonna go from the mic gain to the mic EQ. Okay, so mic EQ is on 0, and then that's on 1, and then that's on 2, and that's on 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty bad too. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost like it's like a off frequency. Okay, that's 8. I just, maybe, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. And then that's 9, so that's it, that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put it back on 0 because it's just not very good. Okay. We are going to shut this off and remove this microphone. We're going to see what the original microphone sounds like, but instead of actually using the original element, I'm going to use my 891, if I can figure out which one it is. Is that it? Nope. 891 is the most worn one because I've used that thing tons. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the case of this radio, I don't think that the MD100 really does it any justice. We're on position number 1. Position number 1. It'd be nice if the thing wouldn't drone because then I could hear what's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's what that one sounds like. And that's the only microphone I've actually used on this radio. When I talked on it and I was mobile, I took the microphone off my 891. And this is the actual microphone it came with. Okay, so it might sound a little bit different, but it's fairly close. And then that's position number 1, which I think maybe is a little more high pitch. I think maybe number 2 is a little bit more mellow. So anyway, I think I'll just opt for number 2 on this radio and just leave it right there. And then let's try it one more time directly. Turn on radio. KG7H, we are testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I don't know. I mean, there might be a way to get it to sound better, but I'm not seeing it. Let me try it on here. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't really hear it on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost like it doesn't have enough gain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't sound good. Okay. Let's go back to the mic gain. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see it changing a little bit. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it sounds better there. No. Hello. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the best it's sounded so far. So I'd have to just play around with it, but you know, it seems okay there.